Hi, I'm Kyla Grogan from HXGN TV. Thanks for joining us. It's been predicted that construction companies need to become 3 to 4% more productive every year for the foreseeable future just to stay above water. In the building construction industry, this is seen from design to maintenance. New technologies in laser scanning, shareable software platforms, and more are helping to achieve this and beyond. Today, we have Matt Wheelis from Leica Geosystems and Brian Nickel from Harvey's with us to discuss the latest technologies in building construction. So we appreciate you being here. Thanks so much, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so let's jump into this. Matt, we're going to start with you. What is the state of today's building construction industry?
Well, you might have noticed as you travel around, as you go around, there are a lot of cranes in the air. So as you can imagine, that's usually an indication that this industry is quite busy.
Yep.
So whether we're talking about downtowns or small towns all around the country, the industry is quite busy from new construction to renovation. So that produces this challenge, and that's what the economist that you heard about, the 3 or 4% more productivity, was talking about, is when we have this rising demand for services, but we haven't had the kind of growth in the workforce that you might have seen to go along with that.
Right.
That puts them in a bit of a pinch where they need to get more productivity out of their labor force to be able to really achieve more in the industry. And that's what they're facing. They're very busy, it's a healthy industry, but they have a need to achieve more.
Right. So tell me about some of the new technologies that are helping this industry, because this is kind of where you come in.
Yeah, exactly. So it is. So one of the things that we focus on is a part of Hexagon and Leica Geosystems is around really automating processes for the customer. So if we can take a system where we used to lay out construction, put things to ground, and it used to take 2 or 3 people to do the operation, we focus on using total stations that can put it down in with 1 person. Or we just introduced today the RTC 360 laser scanner, which becomes very much a 1-person operation that uses visualization technology to register those scans directly in the field, so that we eliminate that time to register the scans together and get back to the office and really get down to deliverables. We also introduced today another product called the BLK 3D, which is a real-time in-picture measurement device that turns into a very simple push-button operation to get measurable data in the field so you can take action with it.
So it's just really making this whole process move a lot faster, a lot more efficient.
Right. So when we take labor out of that workflow, we're not unemploying people. What we're doing is we're making it where you can actually achieve more with the people you have available to you and get more jobs.
All right, so now, Brian, I'm going to bring you in. You're from Harvey's. You are incorporating these new technologies. Tell us a little bit more about Harvey's and what you guys do.
Harvey's is based out of Bozeman, Montana. We work on high-end residential construction, so anything ranging from 1,000 square feet all the way up to 40,000 square feet. They're high-end celebrity homes or famous professionals that basically come to Harvey's, and we do plumbing, heating, sheet metal fabrication, and then also our engineering division. We just started an engineering department, which I manage. Our focus has been utilizing the Leica BLK 360. We have 2 of them that we utilize in the field. We go out, we scan as-built verification field measurements, and we bring it back into the office and we log it for future serviceability needs as well as prefabrication methods.
So you kind of mentioned some of the technologies that you're using. What do you think about these technologies as you're out in the field and you're kind of seeing them in action? Are they helping?
They're helping every day. We can send out a plumber, we can send out a new designer to a job site that they've never been to before. They push a button, 3.5 minutes later we have a point cloud. Generally the projects can range anywhere between an hour to 2 hours, it just depends. That comes back to the office and then we facilitate that data internally. We then go through a fabrication process where we're actually drawing digital objects within that 3-dimensional point cloud, and then we're sending that to our fabrication department, which then sends it up the mountain. Our local, we're 60 miles based out of Bozeman from Big Sky, and so up in Big Sky, we have to come up with these fabrication needs so that we're being more green and more feasible to our environment.
Right. So I would like to give this to both of you as a question.
Okay,
Where do you see the building construction industry going in the future? Because it feels like things are moving quickly.
I see scan data being utilized with the Microsoft HoloLens a bit more. I see us actually integrating digital technologies in the field. So rather than, or in addition to our prefabrication processes, we'll be able to actually send somebody out with a spool sheet. They'll be digitally in that environment in the field, overlaid to the actual as-built conditions. And so that'll mitigate a lot of our waste and a lot of our errors and also enhance training.
Right.
Yeah. So I think the way I would put that, and he touched some of those topics, is the workers that have always been in construction are no longer going to simply be working with their hands and only with the tools. They're going to be working with information,
Right.
and they will be equipped to use that information directly in the field. So
Right.
while construction is a physical process, it will become more and more digital as we start to have the people actually doing the work at the point in construction using digital technologies.
Right, kind of combining the two, right? The physical and also the computer technology.
And the virtual.
Yeah,
Correct.
very cool. All right, well, thank you so much, Matt and Brian. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Discussion
Thank you for having
today.
us.
Yeah, you bet. So if you would like more information about today's topic, you can visit leicageosystems.com and harveysph.com. If you'd like to check out some additional episodes and learn more, you can also go to hxgnspotlight.com. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.